Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming. I'm your host Richard and today we are here with another episode of Sharp Dress Pokemon. And today we are going to be looking at Absol and Mega Absol. Now what we're going to be looking at is kind of the background, stats, that kind of stuff of Absol and Mega Absol. To kind of get a feel for them, what they're all about, what's their dealio. And then we are going to look at some competitive movesets. So looking at the stats will hopefully help us make a better decision with our movesets. And again, these movesets are just suggestions. Some of them are sets that I actually use, and other sets are just kind of things I threw together to kind of show the versatility of the Pokemon, give you ideas for your own sets you want to make. So by no means are these sets that you have to run on these Pokemon, because there's so many different ways to run so many different Pokemon. Now, before we get started, I just want to give you guys a reminder, if you want to see any specific Pokemon in these episodes, let me know by leaving a comment down in the comment section below. So far we've done Tyrantrum, Tyranitar, and Absol today. So if you want to see anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking Pokemon from what I feel like for the week. So, without any further ado, let's get started with Absol and Mega Absol. Alright, so let's start with Absol. Absol is known as the Disaster Pokemon, and it is a Mono Dark type. Now, to go along with Absol being the Disaster Pokemon, the Pokemon games kind of throw in little fun things for you. So I found all these off Bulbapedia, so I'm just going to read through these. In the Diamond and Pearl games, Absol is found on Route 213, which is near Lake Valor. And now in those games, Team Galactic actually drains Lake Valor, so it's kind of like Absol's like, hey, guess what? They're going to drain the lake. That's bad. But then in Platinum, it's found on Mount Coronet, where Team Galactic releases Giratina. In Black and White, it's found in the Giant Chasm, and the Giant Chasm is kind of known for being the place that disasters fall upon trainers. So that's why Absol can be found there. And it is also found on Route 13 in Black and White, and 13... course is an unlucky number. Again, 213 is Diamond Pearl, Route 13, Black and White's coincidence? I think not. And in Pokemon Ranger, forgive me on the pronunciations of this, I've never played Pokemon Ranger in my life. It's Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia in the Ultra Building and Tower is where they're found. And that's where Team Dimsun? Alright. Are going to control all the Pokemon. If I'm understanding the game correctly, they're trying to take control of all the Pokemon, and that's where you can find Absol. So again, kind of showing that impending doom. But let's move past fun facts. Let's get to real facts here. Absol has a height of 3'11", or 1.5 meters, and a weight of 103.6 pounds, or 47 kilograms. Now, again, I'm going to try and bring this to the real world kind of stuff like I've done with the past Pokemon. Absol has said to be been based off actually a mythical creature known as a Beizei. It's Chinese, so I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right. Beizei or Hakutaku in Japan. And what these, like in China, it was kind of a person that helped one of the emperors, or not a person, it was a creature, mythical creature that helped one of the emperors, and it was able to speak human. It was white, and it was described as either a bovine creature or a creature with a lion's body. So I guess they went for more the lion's body with Absol. And there's so many different variations on it, because again, it's a mythical creature, so it's changes over the years. Some say it has 9 eyes, some say it has 1 eye, some say it has 6 horns, some say it has 1 horn. So as you can see, they kind of went for the more, not dumbed down, realistic version, I guess you could say, of Absol with just the 1 horn, I guess a couple other horns, if you count the tail as a horn, and then the 2 eyes. But as it turns into Mega Absol, one of the eyes gets covered, so I guess that's what they're trying to go for there. But then I looked at lions, because it's kind of based off the lion body. So I looked at Asiatic lions, which, for those who don't know, there is a subspecies of lion that live in Asia. They're a little bit smaller, and they have a smaller mane than African lions, but it's a very small population that's in India. There's only like 411 of them right now, is what they're estimating. But those lions, the males are 160 to 190 kilograms, so quite a bit bigger than Absol in that respect, or 350 to 420 pounds. And then the females are 110 to 120 kilograms, or 240 to 260 pounds. So again, they weigh a lot more than Absol does, but... and then the height of those lions to their shoulders is 3.5 feet, or 110 centimeters. So they didn't go which meters. Let me do some quick conversions. That'd be 1.21 if I'm right. Sounds right. 1.1 meters. So that's just a quick little real world thing. But let's keep moving. Don't want to stay on that for too long. So Absol's abilities are pressure and super luck, and then the hidden ability is justified. Now pressure, again, it's most commonly known for legendary Pokemon, makes you use 2 PP instead of 1 PP for your attacks. Super luck increases critical hit chance, and justified is if you get hit by a dark type move, it increases your attack stat. And speaking of attack stat, let's look at Absol's actual stats here. HP is 65, attack is 130, making it the highest attack stat of any non-legendary Pokemon that is its own evolution line. Like, Absol doesn't evolve into anything or from anything, so it has the highest attack stat of any of those kind of Pokemon. And then we get back down to lower stats, with defense being 60, special attack being 75, special defense being 60, and speed being 75. So, like, special attack, speed are the same, defense and special defense are the same. Everybody knows Absol cannot take a hit worth a darn. So, you can kind of see that there, but that attack stat is so high. That's what makes Absol pretty useful. I think it's in UU right now, and that's where Mega Absol is as well. And with that being said, let's look at Mega Absol here. Now, Mega Absol, as you can see, the design doesn't change too much. It gets that longer hair to cover the one eye, as I talked about with the creature that only had one eye, so I think that's what they're kind of going for there. But then the horn, what I like about the horn is it changes to kind of look like the Mega Evolution symbol. At least I think that's what they're going for with that horn. So that was pretty cool. And also, the energy of the Mega Evolution makes the fur on Absol's back stand up to look like wings. So it's not actually wings, it's just its fur standing up from the energy. And it kind of gives it that Angel of Death kind of look, to further show Absol's sinisterness. When it's not actually sinister, it's warning people, but people all think it's like the disaster Pokemon, as it's called. Now, Absol is one of those Pokemon that doesn't gain any height when it Mega Evolves, but it does gain just a couple pounds. It goes to 108 pounds and 49 kilograms. And then Mega Absol's ability is Magic Bounce. Now, Mega Absol is probably one of my favorite Mega Evolutions to use competitively, although people say it's garbage because of the stats and the defense stats at least. But if you lead with Mega Absol, you'd be surprised at how many people don't understand that Magic Bounce is going to be coming out pretty soon, because they'll Stealth Rock, they'll do all this stuff, and Absol will be there bouncing it back. So with that, we're going to go into stats. We'll keep that competitive stuff for a little bit later. But the stats on Mega Absol, the only 3 of the stats change. HP stays at 65, attack boosts up to 150. The defense stays at 60, special attack boosts to 115, special defense at 60, and speed is 115 as well. As you can see, that's 30 points in attack, 40 in special attack, and 40 in speed. It's freaking crazy how fast it gets and how much special attack and attack are with Absol. Mega Absol. That makes Mega Absol pretty useful as a mixed attacker, as you'll see again later as we look at the competitive side of these Pokemon. But with that, let's look at some Pokédex information first. Just a quick little thing to finish up this whole background of Absol Mega Absol. Now, Absol is the only Pokemon in its evolution line. Again, as I said before, it doesn't evolve from anything, doesn't evolve into anything. It does Mega Evolve into Mega Absol, of course, but it is not counted as part of the evolution line because it is a Mega Evolution and it doesn't stay like that. It's not permanent. But let's look at a Pokédex entry. In Pokemon X and Y, specifically the X entry, it senses coming disasters and appears before people only to warn them of impending danger. So again, with where it appears in games, it is warning people of these disasters. It's not there to cause the disasters, as some other Pokédex entries say that people believe it causes the disasters. It's actually warning them of that, but because of its dark typing and its sinister look, they assume it's making the disasters. Well, that's not the case. But with that, we can finally get to the competitive stuff. The stuff I've been trying to sneak into this background information. We can finally get to that. So let's hop on over to Showdown, and I'll show you some competitive sets for Absol and Mega Absol. Beginning in 3, 2. Alright guys, so I have 5 different sets for you today. Again, Absol and Mega Absol kind of run the same. There's just slight differences between different sets you can run for them. It's not too many different things, but I tried coming up with some interesting stuff for you guys. So first, let's start with the set I use for my Mega Absol, Angel. So as an Absol, I have to point this out because I wanted to show you that it's Mega, so I used the Mega sprite, which is going to automatically make it Magic Bounce. But as an Absol, its ability is going to be Justified, is what I use, personally. With that, I'm hoping to switch it in on a Dark-type move, so we can get that attack boost. But mostly, I will actually run it as my lead, because a lot of people will run their Hazard Setters or their Status Inflictors as their lead in 6v6, or in singles in general. So you can just Mega Evolve right away, and if they decide to go for it, it's going to bounce back, or they'll usually switch out because if they're smart enough to know Mega Absol is coming. So then you can start setting up. So usually what I'll do is Swords Dance right away, because that's why we have Swords Dance there. And then we also have Play Rough to hit the other Dark types that are coming out, or Fighting types that are coming out, that kind of stuff. And then we have Fire Blast, which, again, with those leads are going to be like Ferrothorn. It's going to one-shot Ferrothorn. Fortress will usually get it down to Sturdy, that kind of stuff, and you're hitting all those Steel types and that kind of. It's a nice mix, because you've got the 115 special attacks. You might as well use it. Now I run Fire Blast. Other people like to run Flamethrower, but they also run a different natured Absol than I do. I run the Jolly, which is going to minus special attack. That's why I want that extra boost in Flamethrower, as I'm not too worried about accuracy, because the things I'm going to be using it against aren't really going to be able to touch me to begin with. So I have that, but the people who run Flamethrower usually have a minus defense nature or special defense nature. Just that kind of stuff, because Absol's not taking a hit as it is. But I think Absol can take more of a hit if it doesn't have a minus nature in those defense or special defense. Now for the last move, I have Sucker Punch. You can run Knockoff, you can run... Actually, I don't know, because Knockoff might be a move transfer only, and then I'd get rid of Play Rough. But you can run Superpower instead of Play Rough. There's just so many different things you can run in this app. So you can run Sucker Punch, Knight, Slash, or Knockoff, or you can run Play Rough, or X-Scissor, or Mega Horn, or Superpower, or Flamethrower instead of Fire Blast. And Swords Dance doesn't have to be there. You can have another attacking move. This is just personally what I run on my Mega Absol, and it works really well for me, to be honest. Excuse me. Jesus Christ! Hopefully I cut that out. But the next set is kind of a fun set. I didn't really do too much with it. I just kind of threw some moves on there, kind of show you what other moves Absol has. By no means is this a competitive set. I don't think it'd be good. These are just kind of things to show you. I think Protect would be better with some of these moves, but I'm just trying to show you moves Absol can get so you can come up with a set. So this is just kind of its offhand moves, its non-attacking moves, which I just wouldn't recommend it because of the defenses on Absol. It's not going to be taking hits to be able to set this kind of stuff up. But Will-O-Wisp could help with that because it's going to half the physical attacks of your opponents. Wish, you could set up a Wish if you're trying not to die. I don't know. Perish Song could help stop other Pokemon from setting up, and then Knockoff gets rid of their item. So it's kind of an anti-setup Absol, I guess you could say. Again, I wouldn't suggest it. But next Mega Absol, this is just kind of an all-out attacker. Again, just trying to show you guys the moves Absol gets. Zen Headbutt, X Scissor, Super Power, and Night Slash. Again, this is just showing you guys what moves Absol gets to use. You can replace the other moves in the other set for that kind of stuff. But again, just showing you moves that Absol gets. Now we're going to go to normal Absol. This is a Focus Sash Absol, and this one I put Night Slash, Magic Coat, Protect, and Psycho Cut. Now, what you could do is go for Protect. Like, again, I'd probably lead with this. Absol lead with this. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. But you can go for Protect turn 1, see if they're going to use their stealth moves. I think I'm thinking of the wrong move with Mirror Coat. Magic Coat. Nope, I'm thinking of the right move. So you could Protect, see if they're going to go for that status infliction or hazard setting. And even if they don't, they might be trying to attack, but then they could see that you're not a Mega Absol, and then you could go for Magic Coat to bounce it back anyway. I don't know, just kind of a little tricky, little trick. And then you could Night Slash or Psycho Cut is the other moves I have on there. I'm just going back to this Absol, because you could also run like Wish for the Focus Sash. You could Wish Pass with that, or Perish Song. You probably have Baton Pass on here. I'm actually going to do this quick. This is going to be a non-attacking Absol now. It's going to have Wish and Baton Pass. So look at that. Non-attacking Absol. Give it some HP and special defense instead. And there you go. You got your non-attacking Absol with a Focus Sash. Cool, huh? Probably not. Don't use it. But then the last one is the more common Absol you see. Both Absol and Mega Absol are UU right now. UU. So this is the normal Absol you usually see as a Choice Scarf, because normal Absol doesn't have that speed that Mega Absol does. So people will Choice Scarf it, give it Super Luck, so it's getting those crits more easily. And then they'll give it things like Night Slash, which I think already has a high chance to crit. Let me check that. Yep, high critical hit ratio. So you're basically going to crit every time you use Night Slash when you have Super Luck. Zen Headbutt to hit those fighting types. Play Rough also hits fighting types, but also other dark types. And then Zen Headbutt's got the chance to flinch. You could flinch crit with that since you are Choice Scarfed. And then I gave this one Iron Tail, just because of fairy types being a thing now. Again, like with Mega Absol, you could run Hidden Power Poison or Hidden Power Steel if you wanted to go that way. But or you can give it Iron Tail. I never even thought to give it Iron Tail, which I think, now thinking about it, Iron Tail's probably a move transfer move, so you probably couldn't have Play Rough and Iron Tail on the same Absol. This is what makes Absol weird, because either you have to go with one set or the other. If you want to Play Rough, you're going to have to breed your Absol, so you won't get a lot of the move transfer moves like Super Power, Iron Tail, that kind of stuff, knock off. But if you wanted to do the move transfer moves where you can gen an Absol, or you can breed if you want to breed in Black 2, White 2, or Black and White, which I don't because it's terrible. But again, you could move tutor moves like Iron Tail, Super Power on there then, but you can't have Play Rough. So you just kind of have to decide on your Absols, or your Mega Absols. Mega Absols. But with that is all I have for you guys on Absol and Mega Absol. As you can see, I love using them, but there's just a limit to what you can do with them. They have all those versatile moves, but their defense makes them not as versatile as they could be. But still, I suggest at least trying out Absol and Mega Absol. If you use it right, they work amazing. But thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Hello everyone, and thanks again for watching the video. If you could, hit that like button right below this video. It really helps out the channel. And you can see that subscribe button right on your screen there. If you want to see more of this kind of content, click right on there and it'll subscribe you to this channel. And I also laid out some other videos for you guys to check out. Be sure to click on those, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!